Iba Town is a rural community situated in the northeast of the state of Osun, Nigeria, West Africa. The headquarters of Ifelodun Area Council, Iba, has for neighbors Ikirun Town in the west, Okukum Town in the southeast, and Inisha Town to the east. A purely agrarian community, founded by a section of men over 500 years ago. Iba has grown from a settlement of less than 100 people to a population of about 50,000 people. Even after many centuries, Iba's sons and daughters remain actively involved in what can be described as the commercial heirloom, which is agriculture, while the women engage in commercial palm oil and cassava production. Located on a flat land, Iba is surrounded by a big mountain called Onyoja. The natural beautiful scenery is completed by two major rivers named Aisin and Akute. When exploited and developed, both will serve as a beautiful tourist attraction that can boost the economy of the town. As a purely agrarian community, Iba, like many other similar towns, requires a network of good roads to facilitate evacuation of farm produce from farms to markets. These, sadly, are missing. All the roads linking the entire town are not motorable, thus creating a transportation gap in the town.
níbi ayé nǹkan kọ́lé ní èyí pé gbowó kan ra ṣù àbí kan ra oúnjẹ fún yàn kan ra fún wa tí àìsàn fẹ́ àfẹ́ omi torí omi ń di ayé àbẹ́ ẹ̀rọ bá dé nísìn ẹlòmíín fẹ́ lè máa mú tọ̀ àfẹ́ họ́ọ̀lù tí a ń sì ń kọ́ ta pé ọmọ wa tó wà lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ ni ìtò wà ń bàdàn ni tó wà ní Àwùsá ni tí wọ́n bá dé kí wọ́n máa rí bí ọmọ ìlú tí ń ṣe pàdé nù.
Ilé ìgbàlódé tí gbogbo yẹn ń lọ rèé wò ní Àwòrẹ́rin o àwa náà fẹ́ nílẹ̀ yìí o ilé ìgbàlódé tí wọ́n ń kọ́ káàkiri àdúgbò ayé nìsín àwa náà ń fẹ́ àìfẹ́ kí wọ́n bá aláwo ayẹ́ tó dísì sílẹ̀ yìí ayẹ́ tí bàbá tọ́ka sílẹ̀ kan àwa náà fẹ́ kíjọba ó bá a lọ́wọ́ sí kó má dàn yẹn bẹ́ẹ̀ àti ṣe Kérésìmesì o bí wọ́n ti ń ṣe tòṣogbo tí ń dùn yẹn bẹ́ẹ̀ là á fẹ́ nílẹ̀ ìgbọ́n ilé ìgbàlódé ti nàmbà wá.
Fọlúkẹ́ Adéyẹmọ. Tí wọ́n bá ran gbogbo oníṣòwò lọ́wọ́ tá a rówó tajà tí wọ́n fún wa ní ètò ẹ̀yáwó tá a rówó tajà ìnáwó ìgboro yóò tún gbórí sókè sí. Iná ṣe díẹ̀ ṣùgbọ́n kò tún ṣe dáadáa bí kí wọ́n fún wa níjọ́ kan súlẹ̀ bí ká fi sùn mọ́jú lẹ́ẹ̀kan láàrin ọ̀sẹ̀. Arábìnrin Fọlúkẹ́ Adéyẹmọ.
Iṣẹ́ òye wuyì tó bá dáa kí o ṣe fún ìlú pẹ̀tù tó bá dáa kí o ṣe fún ìlú.
ọ̀nà kí ìlú ó dáa ó wà ní oríṣiríṣi ṣe ti gbọ́ kí ìlú ó sì dáa náà nírú àwa dúró fún kí gbòòrò bà kó mọ kó fowó kó fún fàyà ọmọ ilé kíkọ́ ọkọ̀ rírà kí nǹkan dáadáa kó máa wọnú ìlú wa kán ìjọba máa wá ṣe nǹkan tó dáa sí gbòòrò bà náà ní táwọn à ń fẹ́ ní gbòòrò bà kí gbòòrò bà ó mọ kọ́ bọ́ pẹ́ lóyè kán àjòyè náà ò pẹ́ lóyè ní táwa ń fẹ́ nu kí lù ó kún owó fàyà àbísóyè àbíòyè ìlórúkọ tèmi.
ìlú nídìí rẹ̀ ìlú nídìí katapila wọn máa ń ṣẹ̀rìn láti máa gbé lọ bì kan kékeré rà á lọ́wọ́ Joseph Ogunyemi.
ọ̀nà bíi ó ń fún wa ní ìṣòro níwọ̀nba tó jẹ́ pé kò jẹ́ ká àwọn tó jẹ́ àlejò tá a lè mọ iríṣẹ́ gbà lọ́wọ́ wọn kò jẹ́ kí wọ́n lè mọ wọ̀lú gẹ́gẹ́ bí ọ̀nà rí yẹn ló tiẹ̀ burú jù fún wa gidi gan.
wọ́n lù bà lọ́wọ́ ojú ọ̀nà ò dáa ìní ò jẹ́ káwọn èrò máa wọlé àwọn yóò fẹ́ gbé mọ́tò wá tán bá ti wo bọ́nà ṣe rí wọn ò dá mọ́tò padà sí ìgboro ni wọn ò ní lè gbé wá síbì àǹdẹ́ omi àmọ́ rómi lò kò sómi ẹni kan odò kan bẹ̀mẹ̀ là ń pọn láti bíbà àrómi lò kò sọ́jà òjò yá ìwọ̀nba tọ́lọ́kọ̀bọ̀ sábà ń pa oúnjẹ náà la fi ń jẹ nígbà tí ò bá tà.
shopping complex tí a bá ṣe bá a síbẹ̀ irú bíi tí ẹ wò tí a gbọ́kọ̀ sí níwájú tí a ti ń ta kínní yẹn tí a ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ náà sẹ́mi pé kò sí ẹ wo mọ́ṣáláṣí bó ṣe wà bó ṣe nẹ́ẹ̀tì tí o gbé bá nẹ́ẹ̀tì bẹ́ẹ̀ sẹ́mi pé ìlú kò sẹ́ni pé ẹ ti wọ̀lú ẹ rí wípé ní ìlú yìí yóò ìlú ìmọ̀ nẹ́ẹ̀tì o afẹ́rù ẹ̀ ní tí ìjọba ṣe fún wa. yóò fún wọn láàyè torí pé ìlú báyìí àgbẹ̀ ni wá ìṣòkò là ń ṣe jù mo ti lóko débẹ̀ à ń kọ ànàmọ́ à ń kọ ẹ̀gẹ́ à ń ṣe oríṣiríṣi nǹkan báyìí táwa ń ṣe nìyẹn. ẹ̀rọ ìgbàlódé ti dé láti fi sẹ́yìn tí ń yọ epo lọ́tọ̀ tí ń yọ epo lọ́tọ̀ ó wà tá à ń ti rí ṣùgbọ́n agbára ò ká.
Yeah, actually, as we know the origin of Iba, we are mostly belong to a farm work. We are a farmer in the community. And the area we are bringing the farm product, we need road. In Ifelodun local government, Iba is the best area that we are producing the crops, farms, materials that we are using in the bush. And we lack of a road in our area. I think the government can give us a standard road. Every material we produce in the farm will be taken out for the productivities and to use it for another materials that can bring progress and development to the community. Not only that, we need a standard market. Actually, this may not be easily done by the government, but as some area the government can assist us. We have some youth in the town. We are mostly belong to farmers. We are working in the farm. As you come to the community now, you've seen that people are not in the community. Where are we? The 90% of the boys were in the bush, planting cocoa, planting cassava, tomatoes, potatoes. I think you are here during the rain season. You will see that Iba people were a farmer. And we are working seriously.
Women are known to be very hardworking and industrious. A group of them cited working in a cassava processing plant could barely hide the desire for an intervention that would promote ease of doing business, particularly in the agricultural sector.
lọ́wọ́ kó ran ìjọba náà lọ́wọ́ kó gbélé iṣẹ́ tó dáa wá síbà káwa àgbàlagbà náà ká máa róúnjẹ òòjọ́ wa ń bẹ ká máa torí bọgbó igi ká mọ́ kó gbélé iṣẹ́ wá táwa náà ti máa ṣeun tá a bá lọ báyìí ká máa róúnjẹ òòjọ́ wa ká máa wági ká máa torí bọgbó ràwọ̀ mọ́ ńlá fẹ́.
Iba boasts of free public schools in both primary and secondary levels. Aside being inadequate, the existing schools lack required facilities for conducive learning. While students have to grapple with inadequate number of furniture, the school library and science laboratory do not function anymore because they are not equipped.
We want the government to repair our asbestos that have spoiled.
A lacking of chairs, tables, computer laboratory.
My name is Ogunjobi Blessing. We need new laboratory and equipment. We also need library and some textbook. We also need new buildings so that our education will be fast flowing and for the new developments of our town.
Government is not conducive for learning because as teachers and students, if we should sit in this type of environment, the students will not achieve anything. To assist us to renovate our hall, because that is where our students sit for examination and it is not conducive. During examination, the students will not enjoy themselves. So apart from that one, we don't have well-equipped laboratory and library. Even the staff, they don't have a place to sit down. We are just managing. So there are a lot of things, but out of those things, if individual or organization can help us to renovate our buildings, we will be happy.
So we have many material. We need many material, both in physics and chemistry laboratory. So for example, so like conical flask, so round bottom flask. Also we need a pipette. So we need bossing boner. So concerning the physics lab, so we need ant lens. So we need a retort stand. So we need ammeter. So ammeter is not functioning well. So and then all the water that run to the laboratory, to after maybe we should wash some chemical equipment. So that water is not functioning well. So we will be able, if we can perform and make a borehole, that is to run a tap water to the laboratory, both physics and chemistry lab.
Young Christiana Ojedirin of about 7 years old was spotted alongside other children peeling cassava. This was at a time when she hoped to be in school. Her dream to become a nurse hangs in the balance.
Mommy, you go to school. Where do you go to school? You fẹ́ lọ sí school.
Fún àlóyè ọ̀fẹ́ tá a fi rówó tá a fi rí àlàáfíà gbà. Nọ́ọ̀sì ló wù mí kí n jẹ́ lọ́jọ́ iwájú. Kó ń kọ́ iléèwé fún akín lè lọ sí iléèwé gidi.
If the future is bleak for Christiana with regards to her dream of becoming a nurse, the current reality on ground for the health of the community is worrisome. The only community health center in the town is in a very poor state with dilapidated buildings, few beddings, and inadequate facilities, staffed by just 2 operatives.
I'm Mrs. Adesoye Beatrice. I'm a community health practitioner. From my own perspective, even if they can rebuild this maternity, they can destroy it and give us the modern one. And as you are looking at this health facility, we don't have any equipment, especially our delivery room. When you get there, everything that's inside that delivery room now, they are not working again. But we don't have any option than to use what we see around us to take delivery in this environment. And we don't have what are they called, toilets. We are managing the one we have because we don't need to litter all our hands with used pads. So we are managing it. Sometimes we tell the patient to take the used pads to go and dispose them in their pit toilets. So we are expecting governments and individuals to come down to this town and assist us. Because I think the health facility is the most important thing that we need. This place is far to another maternity and we don't want our people to be dying.
Àwọn dókítà wa tá bá ti fẹ́ bímọ wàhálà ní báwọn, especially tó ọmọ bá tiẹ̀ mú yẹn ní lóru ogun ni. Wọ́n sọ wípé àbá àbádẹ́kìrún àti ìbímọ. Ẹ̀yin dókítà ẹ mọ gbélé wọ́n ní rárá wọ́n ní òsọ́nà kò sómi kò síná pé ìfòòró pọ̀ jù torí náà kọ́ wọn dúró ńlẹ̀ kẹ́ ẹ bá wá nǹkan ṣe sí ẹ̀yin ìjọba kẹ́ dákun kẹ́ ṣàánú wa torí pé Ọlọ́run má jẹ́ ká rí aburú nígbà tọ́mọ bá múyàn ní létà wà lóru tí ó di pé awọ́kọ̀ àrọ́kọ̀ awọ́kadà àrọ́kadà ṣe ń pé ó lè mú ẹ̀mí gan lọ bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn kẹ́ dákun kẹ́ ṣàánú wa kẹ́ bá yájú sí. Oyèkọ́lá Kadijat.
Kò sí ilé ìwòsàn tó ṣe dáadáa kò sí bẹ́ẹ̀ kò sí nípa pé mò ń bímọ gan mo máa ń bímọ sínú ilé sójú ọ̀nà mi pé kò sì sí. Mo máa ń bímọ sínú ilé mo máa ń bí sójú ọ̀nà mi pé kò sí ilé ìwòsàn tó dáa ju pé ó lè ṣẹlẹ̀ láàrin rú pé ẹ lọ Kírun ẹ lọ Síre kò sí ilé ìwòsàn tó dáa. Ní kí ìjọba àti àwọn tí Ọlọ́run bùkún fún láti gbé ilé ìwòsàn tí ó dáa fún wa nínú ìlú Ìbà kan ṣe fún wa. Oyewu Esther.
Right beside the health center is a police post. Information has it that the town does not have a police station, leaving the police to operate out of the part of the community health center. Eburu of Iba is the traditional ruler of the town, Oba Adekunle Adeogun Okunye. The 21st Eburu is not unaware of the animal's developmental challenges confronting his domain. Himself, a renowned professor of ICT and an academic of high repute, Oba Okunye is the visionary of a new Iba development plan.
For Iba is to be a peaceful, clean, natural and agricultural community with the best modern amenities and facility of an urban community. We want to be a community where people can live in similar manner like how people live in any urban area. That's my vision, and my mission is to support advance, encourage, and promote the agricultural, industrial, economics, commercial, social, cultural, educational, and civic development of in my town and its surrounding. Furthermore, I have mission to do all things necessary and proper to aid in alleviating poverty, inequalities, and injustice in this town and surroundings directly by my palace and my people, and through other and local international development organizations. And that is the reason why we are coming to you to assist us. As you can see, we've shown you around the town to see what we have on the ground and where we are lacking. For us to achieve our vision and the mission that I stated in our house, we need your assistance. And it is my sincere hope and wish that you rise up and assist us.
Obadekunle Okunye hopes to leverage on the annual Iba Day celebration, which usually draws sons and daughters of the town home, to promote his vision and get them on board the development train. Setting up an endowment fund is one of the ways to go.
A brief background of the city administration and governance in Nigeria. I can simply say that the city government doesn't have any budget, and we have an enormous responsibility. And that is the reason that we have to be innovative and rely on donors, like you, to assist us. There are several people that have the resources but do not have the time. But we do have the time by our position, and we are responsible, to implement a project at the community level. Of course, that's to augment and support what the government is doing. So therefore, I will call upon you to please come to our aid. There are several things that the community needs, that it's only us that we can execute such a project, like water project. We don't have the kind of the system that's available in modern urban areas and modern cities all over the world. We rely on boreholes, so we need 30 boreholes to provide water for our people in this community. So if it's one borehole that you can donate, we'll appreciate it, and it costs $1 million, 1.5 million actually, which at today's rate is about $5,000 for one, and that will service equivalent of about let's say 6,000-7,000 people. They'll be happy. We need our community private school and host of numerous things that we are the only people as community that will do that. So please, we're calling upon you as individual, as organization, international organizations, and for you, our people in diaspora, to come to our aid. Few dollars out there, couple of hundred pounds, will go a very long way. We need community center, which we include ICT center, where our team in youth can go and relax. We want to build a very strong social infrastructure while we develop other infrastructure. God bless you as you assist my community. Thank you.
Alluding to the biblical saying, seek the peace and development of Iba. Those who do shall prosper. Iba Darao.